Hi, I'm Mike from Scoutadelic, and let's talk about reactions. So, what is a reaction? Well, a reaction is very simply when one thing changes into another. In science, that's usually classed as a chemical reaction. And we've seen a few of those recently, specifically with our episode 63. Reactions can be slow and some can actually be fast. A Scouty reaction would be wood. On its own, it's just wood, but if you react it with heat and air, then it obviously will burn and therefore you get a campfire. There's different types of reactions depending on what you do, and the ones that we're going to look at today involve, my friend, vinegar. So first thing is first is how vinegar reacts to certain objects. And we're going to look at one specific object, and so we just love vinegar. So we're going to put some vinegar in here like so. And then we're going to look at how vinegar reacts to a coin. Now if you notice, this coin is kind of dull and a bit old-fashioned. So we're going to pop that in there like so. And we're going to leave it for around about 30 minutes to an hour. After that time, you can notice already that the coin is not as dirty as it used to be. Also means I'm going to have to get my fingers in vinegar. Yeah, here we go. Now, if you notice, the coin is now a little bit cleaner. I'm going to just dip that into water now. So don't do this if you are wanting to clean old-fashioned coins. There's many different ways of doing this. That doesn't damage the coin, but we're just gonna have a look at this. So I've just put it in some water. So distilled water is probably better, but I've just put it in normal water. And if you notice, it's a lot lighter. So there we are. So that is how that reacts. Another reaction is, I've moved my rug for this. I'm not having the same thing happen again. We're going to make a volcano. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some bicarbonate of soda, some washing up liquid, you're going to need some water. You're going to need, obviously, vinegar, and you're going to need some red food colouring. Now, I'm hoping that this doesn't go anywhere. So what you want to do, first of all, is you want to put a tablespoon of baking powder. So you want a tablespoon. I'm actually going to mix it in the big jar here. Now, for those that obviously did watch the episode 63, you'll know that baking powder is an alkali, and that the vinegar is an acid. So this is a lot of big chunks here. So I'm going to pop that in there. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want obviously a tablespoon of washing up liquid. And then finally you want a tablespoon of water as well, and then you're going to mix that together. Taking no risks. May I also point out, you want to do this in a well ventilated area, and you don't want to be too close to the reaction, because what's going to happen is that not only is it going to explode, but there is also going to be some gas, and this gas isn't good for humans. So just be careful, because safety is super. Okay. Right. So that is that mixed up there. Then we want a cup of vinegar. Now I'm going to put this in the bowl here like this. I am making sure that I do not get it all over the place. It's going to happen, that I just know it is. So you want a cup full of vinegar. And then once you've got your cup full of vinegar, like so, you're going to put in some red food colouring. Now this is going to be weird because I've got green washing up liquid, so I don't know how this is going to work. There we go. There's red. Mix that together. Now then, this is where it gets interesting and dangerous. So, here we go. I was worried it's going to go. Okay, so the bicarbonate of soda has reacted with the vinegar, and therefore this is what's obviously producing. Now it's not only producing a certain reaction, but it's also, like I mentioned, producing a certain gas as well. So that's why I'm a little bit far back, and I am in a ventilated room here as well. But if you notice, I've got quite a bit. So yeah, so that is obviously all about reactions, and most importantly about the vinegar reactions and how they differ, but how obviously the acid of vinegar obviously reacts with certain elements and certain different things. If you've liked this video, then don't forget to obviously give it a like. If you love it so much, then share it around, because come on, finally it hasn't spewed everywhere. And if you haven't already, you haven't got long left to get yourself one of these, a very limited Oggy badge. You have to obviously get involved with our giveaway. Details are below. And otherwise, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again soon for another one of these that hopefully doesn't spray everywhere. Bye!